What if the biggest cloud strategy of the last decade was actually a mistake? Because many companies that went cloud first are now quietly moving workloads back on-prem. The future isn't cloud first. The future is cloud optimal. For almost a decade, enterprises have been told one simple message: move everything to the cloud. Cloud first became the default strategy across industries. But today, a quiet reality is emerging in boardrooms. Many organizations that rushed into large-scale cloud migrations are now facing rising operating costs, unpredictable billing, and infrastructure inefficiencies. The issue isn't cloud technology itself. The problem is the ideology behind cloud-first thinking. Cloud was never meant to be a destination. It was meant to be a strategic tool. And that is why forward-thinking organizations are now moving toward a new model: cloud optimal. Many organizations misunderstood cloud first as a universal rule. Instead of evaluating workloads individually, companies migrated everything: applications, databases, legacy systems, often using lift and shift approaches. At first, the move looked successful, but over time, operational costs began increasing. Compute usage expanded. Storage grew. Network egress charges appeared. The financial model shifted from predictable capital investments to unpredictable operational spending. And perhaps most importantly, organizations started losing architectural flexibility due to vendor lock-in. What started as a strategic move became an ideological mandate. The biggest misconception about cloud is that it is automatically cheaper. In reality, cloud pricing is complex. Compute resources are only one part of the equation. Data transfer fees, storage tiers, monitoring services, backup systems, and security tools all add additional layers of cost. Many organizations also over-provision resources because teams prefer safety over optimization. Enterprise software licensing can also stack on top of cloud infrastructure fees, creating unexpected cost structures. When these factors are combined over a 5-year horizon, the financial reality becomes clear. Cloud can be powerful, but only when used strategically. Instead of asking, should we move this workload to the cloud? Enterprise leaders should ask a different question: where should this workload run for optimal business value? This is the foundation of a cloud optimal strategy. Every application and system should be evaluated based on 5 key factors: economic efficiency, latency sensitivity, regulatory requirements, data gravity, and the organization's operational maturity. When these variables are considered, the answer is often more nuanced than simply choosing cloud. Sometimes the right answer is public cloud, sometimes it is private cloud, and sometimes it is traditional on-premises infrastructure. To operationalize cloud optimal thinking, organizations need a clear framework. Many enterprise transformation programs use 4 decision categories. First is rehost, where applications move to the cloud with minimal changes when the financial or operational benefit is clear. Second is refactor, where applications are redesigned to leverage cloud-native capabilities like containers or serverless architecture. Third is retain, where workloads remain on-premises because the economics or technical constraints make cloud inefficient. And finally, repatriate, where workloads previously migrated to the cloud are strategically moved back to private infrastructure. This model focuses on business outcomes rather than ideology. Here's the uncomfortable truth many cloud vendors rarely discuss: not every workload belongs in the cloud. Highly stable ERP systems with predictable workloads often run more efficiently on dedicated infrastructure. High I/O databases can experience significant performance benefits when running close to storage systems in controlled environments. Organizations dealing with regulated financial or healthcare data may also face strict compliance constraints. In large analytics platforms, processing massive datasets can become extremely expensive due to data movement costs. In these scenarios, staying on-premises may actually be the most intelligent cloud strategy. When organizations adopt a cloud optimal strategy, the financial impact becomes measurable. By placing workloads in the most efficient environment, enterprises can reduce their 5-year infrastructure total cost of ownership by as much as 18 to 30%. More importantly, the organization regains financial predictability. Technology investments start aligning directly with business outcomes rather than infrastructure ideology. Cloud becomes a strategic capability, not a financial liability. One of the biggest lessons from the first wave of cloud adoption is that cost governance cannot be an afterthought. This is where FinOps becomes critical. FinOps integrates financial accountability directly into engineering and architecture decisions. Instead of reviewing cloud costs after deployment, organizations evaluate economic impact during the design phase. This approach transforms cloud architecture into a financially optimized platform, ensuring long-term sustainability. Modern infrastructure strategy should resemble portfolio management. Just like financial portfolios balance risk and return, technology portfolios must balance performance, cost, and operational complexity. Some workloads belong in hyperscale cloud platforms. Others operate more efficiently in private environments. The winning strategy is rarely one platform. Instead, it is intelligent workload distribution across environments. This is why hybrid architectures are becoming the dominant enterprise model. For years, the technology industry focused on one metric, cloud adoption. But adoption alone does not guarantee business value. What matters now is optimization. Enterprises that succeed in the next decade will not be the ones that moved everything to the cloud. They will be the organizations that intelligently place workloads where they create the most value. So the question is no longer, are you cloud first? The real question is, are you cloud optimal? Before we wrap up, here's something to think about. If your organization is still following a cloud-first mandate, it may be time to rethink the strategy. The smartest enterprises today are shifting toward a cloud-optimal model, placing each workload where it delivers the best performance, cost efficiency, and business value. If you're planning a hybrid cloud transformation or want to optimize your current cloud costs, feel free to connect with me. And if you found this insight useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so more IT leaders can make smarter cloud decisions.